Man, wait a minute. Are my elbows ashy as a motherfucker?
You kiss your kids, you go out, you bust your butt every day as hard as you can, give 100% effort so that people will give you an opportunity. You do everything right, and you go home and you.
Don't even start. We'll get on that shit a little bit later.
If it ain't white, it ain't right.
Stop stalling, nigga!
God. What's going on, gentlemen? Gentlemen.
Oh man, you see it, man. You see it. Like
I
my
mean-
Hellfire Club.
Oh, that's that you're immediately going for that one. That's
Hey
what-
man, it's just good memorabilia right here.
What's that? That's Stranger Things, right?
Yes, sir.
That's typical. That's fucking typical.
Hey. It's a great fucking show.
I mean, it is. I still got to finish this most recent season though.
Yeah, me too. I started with the first few episodes. It was good, but I didn't finish it, so I need to go back and finish it.
Right.
Netflix fucked me up though
You-
because they take so long between like seasons that like for me personally, I like lose interest. Like I was a huge Stranger Things fan when it first came out. Watched all the episodes and all that, and then it was gone for like 3-4 years, and I was like, well, shit. Now you want me to just,
These
just get back
these
started?
motherfuckers is adults now.
Yeah. That shit. That part.
That's the crazy thing about it.
Yeah, and that truly is the crazy thing about it because it's just like, man, now they walking around, hey guys. Like, wait a minute, nigga, when y'all
You
get
know what's
old?
crazy though? What's crazy though is like as soon as you start hitting adolescence, you lose all your cuteness. Like kids, up until about 10, because the show started, they were like between 8 and 10, or maybe 11.
Right.
But like you get into that 14 range, man. Look, it's the same reason why.
It's earlier than that.
It's the same reason why shows when they have the cute little kid, they always like later in the show if it runs for a long time, they got to bring in another kid that we don't need, but we need somebody cute. Like when Rudy grew up on the Cosby Show and they had to bring that other motherfucker in.
Yeah, Raven Simone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, so the fuck
Man,
did
get your
do that
little
too.
ass out.
Yeah.
Get your little ass out of here. It's the same thing with Family Matters. They brought that little Mexican kid in. I don't understand how he fit into the picture, but
Say you kiss my ass because before we segue into that one, that dude is actually the little light skinned boy. That little dude is on he's on the soap operas, dog. He's on like Young and the Restless.
Really, I didn't know that.
Oh, he's still out there getting bread, dog.
Them stories ain't going nowhere.
Oh, they ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, that little boy remind me of Giancarlo.
Yeah. But yeah,
The hair flip.
And that is a perfect segue too, by the way. Speaking of kids, all the kids should be back in school or very close to being back in school. I mean, parents.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you guys ain't quite there yet, but this is the right time. This is the right time of year right now.
Yeah. If you got any type of social media and stuff, that's all you see is everybody's kids.
Right, which is
cute. Are you going with this blinking light thing again? This whole show?
School.
I'm switching the screen, but no.
You know what we gotta do though? What I wish they had is like after the school year, I wish you can go back on all those pictures and show the grades the kid actually got. So like first day of school, D.
Damn.
First day of school.
I don't think they hold kids back nowadays, though. I don't believe so. Unless it's like something like oh, and maybe I'm saying the wrong words, but if your kid is retarded, right? So in saying that, they may hold someone back like that just because it takes them a little bit longer to learn, and that's fine. But just like if you just got a badass kid that just didn't do the assignments in class, they, what, keep on moving. Like let the teacher next year deal with you. But I don't think so. I don't know, right? I don't.
You the one talking about the kids is back in school. How you not know when you brought it up?
Because I ain't had to deal with that problem.
I know, I know that, but I'm just saying.
Shit, I don't know if kids get held back. Again, I ain't had to deal with that problem. I don't know.
People in school,
but I don't know. I don't know any kids that's been held back. I'll put it to you that way too. How about that one? Yeah. But again, it's still possible.
Well, is it? Hell, you the one that said it's not.
I mean, shit. Hell, anything is possible at this point. Hell, I don't. But again, with everybody coming back, it like you said, the pictures, which they're cute. Don't get me wrong. Like, especially like, if you've been like social media friends with someone for a while, yeah. See, there you go. He's showing off his kids over there. So and they bad as hell, boy. They start some shit, But like the
double A batteries over there.
Yeah. And like the pictures are cute. The pictures and like you'll see a kid grow up. You'll see a kid grow up from they start posting the pictures at 5, and now the kid's in like the 8th grade or something like this. Oh man, that's kind of cool. Look at the kid growing up. You start seeing the adolescence. I did it a few years with PJ, but it's not a practice that I do every year because it's just like. I mean, who cares? He's number one. He's not going to smile in the fucking picture, anyways. Number two, it's like
he's too cool for that.
We ain't even gonna go get started. but yeah. So I mean, it's always a fun time because and what really sucks.
That's how kids pose.
Yeah, or get to doing like this and shit. Throwing up gang signs. Yeah, hey, and
gang member.
And Jason, I was gonna bring that shit up too because after a while, like then you start to really look and you're like, wait a minute, hold on, my kid grown, and like what the hell is this shit? Like it sucks, it completely sucks. Shout out to Destiny. Hey, good luck, Destiny, in college. Good luck, baby.
Stay away from MD 2020.
Kids don't drink that shit, man.
I know that's the joke.
Oh man.
Them niggas go straight for tequila.
Yeah, they jumping right.
It's like there's no in between.
Yeah, kids now they're looking for like vegan tequila and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's gluten free. Has no gluten.
Yeah, recycled glass.
Moonshine here, but yeah, and like I said, it's always good to see that. It's like the first couple of days of school though. Like again, it's the traffic at school is just the absolute worst, and I don't get it. I still don't get it. Right? Like it can't be that many new fucking kids going to the school, and it's horrible. The traffic is just shit.
I mean, but and it's the first day of school, so a lot of parents are trying to drop their kids off. I would think, or so you don't. Once you get into the year, I'm pretty sure it dies down to a point.
It does die down after a while. But it's still a shit show. Like it's just.
Oh yeah, man! Everybody's trying to see you meet teachers and do this and do that, and make sure you take this in your book and you don't forget your notebooks and all that. All that's going on right there.
Right.
So, I mean, at the beginning of any kind of thing, for the most part, it's a shit show until everybody gets right.
Yeah. Like make sure you take care of my baby. Okay, first of all, your kid bad as a motherfucker. We all used to be kids. We know what happened when you get out your parents' car. Oh no, it goes down. That was the motherfucking school was the club. God damn it.
Oh yeah, that's it. Get out the car straight cussing like man.
Yeah.
Like, what's up, my nigga?
Like every time I see PJ dab somebody up outside, like bad motherfuckers. You guys are throwing up some paraphernalia. You guys throwing up some gang signs. What are you doing, huh?
What set do you claim?
Yeah, on their way to physics class.
Yeah. They got a handshake. They got a handshake, and this is the honor roll handshake and shit. Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, So good luck to all the kids
H2O.
going. Good luck to all the kids going to school this year. Hopefully, and it's a shame that we actually have to say this shit, but hopefully not one school in America gets shot up next year just because of bullshit or this year
Good luck
coming
with
up.
that.
I
Yeah, I'm
know,
about to say.
I know, dog. It's horrible.
It said school shooting is a uniquely U.S. thing. We cornered the market on them shits.
Which is
We're
horrendous.
number one, baby.
And on the cool, like that is a real live fear though. Like it's you drop your kid off at school, you expect them to be you expect certain things.
You expect safety. It's school. Like,
right.
That's where you go. That's where most kids, that are in bad situation, God bless them and all.
Right.
But like they go to school to be in a safer environment. Like,
right.
And then now you got that element in there. It's like, God damn, motherfuckers can't get away from shit.
We all seen Lean on Me. Them kids was safe at the goddamn.
That's where they went to be. That's where they went to be safe. People
ain't on the doors. Put the on the door.
Lock the door.
Yeah. But again, it's a real life fear where you have to worry about that shit on a fucking day-to-day basis. Like that.
Yeah, that right there is a what you call it that I'm not looking forward to.
Right.
Like, because now it's every spectrum. Like it's all the way up from high school and goes all the way down. It's like, damn.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, good luck to all the kids this year.
Fuck them kids!
So if you've been hiding up under a rock, like again, we try to do certain things and try to have certain topics to talk about. Sometimes certain things just circle back. What you say, Simon, the jokes write themselves, the stories write themselves. There's only so much you can do. So y'all ex-president got his house ran up in. Like they ran up in this shit like Nino Brown, baby.
That to me, you got that. That hasn't happened ever, right? Like
as a
former
no
former sitting president get his house raided. Like he should. It said his next rally, he should come out to 2 Chainz of Feds watching.
Nah.
Closest thing you probably had to that is Watergate, right?
Yeah,
right.
The DNC office to find out Nixon bullshit, but never went to the dude's house.
Yeah, but roll up in your crib, cuz.
Yeah. And it's like I know he wasn't there, but if he was there, and like they caught him like getting his orange spray tan and shit getting on, and trying to flip his hair back right, like dog, that shit would have been too funny, bro.
Man, way too funny if they would have caught him.
I mean, I would have liked for them to do like a stop and frisk type thing, like slam him up against the wall, like put your knee in his back, like
right. And they were actually saying like I guess some of the penalty, like he stiffened the penalty for like shit like that because he was beefing with Clinton and shit, and so now he turned about his fair play, I guess. I don't know, but that shit is
it's fun. It's funny how that shit go, and that motherfucker was saying, anybody that whenever something like this happens and they start talking to you and you start pleading the fifth and shit, that always looks bad. And he said as much, and to turn around, he always does opposite of what he says. So,
right.
Now he gets in this shit and gets jammed up, and he pleads the fifth, and it's like I thought you said that shit that makes you look guilty.
Yeah. Like you plead the like
that nigga was a Chappelle.
In the United States Constitution, I can only choose one. I choose fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth.
Ask me another question.
I can get that.
Yeah, so man, they own his ass like it's just amazing to see, like, dude, they really own your ass. I love to see like, old ass white people go at it because it's just funny.
Because it's so petty.
You're right.
It's so petty. This is petty as shit. And it's like what makes it pettier is like that nigga put the head of the FBI. He's the one. Trump is the one that appointed this nigga, and this nigga running up in his house like that shit. Like the irony of a whole bunch of shit. It's like, damn.
Yeah,
them niggas really do not give a fuck about each other.
Yeah, and no.
Wait, who's the FBI director?
Merrick Garland or some shit.
Yeah, he appointed him.
No, I don't think he did.
No, he appointed
Garland. No, Obama tried to appoint Merrick Garland to the Supreme Court. The Republicans blocked it, and then he was still up for it until Trump came in, and then of course Trump killed that, and so he wasn't in anything. And then when Biden came in, he made Merrick Garland the Attorney General.
Nah. But I know somebody. I can't think of it, but I know somebody high up in the FBI appointed. I guess it's on. On this shit.
That don't surprise me at all. I mean, shit. You can make first of all, you can make a career taking out a president. Like shit. You know,
like that's a big.
They own his ass. I'm telling you, Doc, they finna pull his ass over for expired registration before too long.
Sir, your tail light is a little too bright.
Hey, it's too bright on the right side. On the right.
It's blinding the motorist behind you.
Roll right up to the car. Don't even go to the driver. Go right to the motherfucking back. Say, how you doing, Donald? Did you know your
before
car
you even roll down the window? Before you even roll down the window, they're like, "Is that weed?"
Yeah, does it smell like a hint of weed?
He does smell like alcohol, doesn't he?
Oh my God.
They own his ass. They own his ass from every.
But this is what comes with it. Like, my nigga.
Yeah,
you should have stayed out the way. You wanted to always be in the way. All right.
Yeah, you should have stayed smooth out the way, dog. There was a meme. There was a meme or a tweet or some shit like that. They talking about his son, talking about when they ran up in the crib, Barry Trump was like, the safe over there.
Nigga, fuck this nigga.
Yeah. They own his ass. Now, honestly, like they own his ass so much. At first, I didn't think that they were going to do anything, right? I thought they were just going to do that January 6th shit and he was going to get off on that, right? Because it's too vague. But then with everything else that's coming out, I'm like, oh no, they really is trying to get his ass, ain't they?
They trying.
Yeah, they tried. I mean, they can only do so much. But I think they said something, and this is unconfirmed, I guess, at this point. But it came out like about an hour ago. Simon, you sent the tweet as soon as I was looking at it too. They were saying like he took like some classified nuclear weapon shit to his crib. That's some nigga shit. We're like, it's like, oh yeah.
It's that classic Denzel Washington. Oh, I'm from around the way. I'm taking something.
Yeah,
I'm leaving with something.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They say, look here, I'm going to bring these terms and conditions to the crib. You know what I'm saying? But, I don't know what kind of, I get why you would have consequences for shit like that. But, Jamal, like you said, go ahead. Explain it how I go.
I'm just like, okay, the first thing you need to know before you even think about Trump, powerful people or even ex-powerful people, they don't go to jail. It's just, nobody goes to jail, okay? So. Right. People who thinking he going to jail, you can stop that. As far as the nuclear thing, there's nothing he could have taken that would of any true value.
Right.
All the nuclear weapons we have, all the so-called adversaries the United States has, they all know where it's at. They got satellites too. They can see everything. Right. So they know where they are. As far as any codes, the codes change like every fucking day. They don't just hourly. They don't just. Yeah, they don't just like put their kid's name and then leave that in there as a code. Like,
what's your date of birth, nigga?
Yeah, and you would need the
last four of your social.
Yeah. What's your pet's name? What's the first thing you grew up on? Oh yeah, let's set off this nuke. Let's set off this nuke because Ruffles was your pet's name and shit.
They would be sweating hard. You try to get the missile off before we get hit by Russia, and you put it in 3 times. Oh, it's locked.
It's locked.
You'll not have to try again in 20 minutes.
Yeah. I read a report one time. I think if somebody was to let off a nuclear missile, I can't remember what country it was. I mean, yeah, if you want to fact check it, somebody do it. But they said we had like anywhere between like 15 to 17 minutes to respond. I'm like, that's actually a long ass time. Yeah, there's only so much you can do about it, but that's still a long ass time to let off some fire though. Like, okay, oh, that's what y'all did. Watch this shit. You can go take a shit and shower in 15 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, well, they say to respond, but like you're still getting hit. Like it's just taking that long to get here. You're still getting hit.
B-32, you suck my battleship.
Yeah, so I don't know though. Like with those new hypersonic ones that Russia has, I'm not even sure because most missiles, the missile defense system can pick them up. Like they may not be able to stop them, but they at least know they're coming.
Man, fuck
with
Russia.
Them hypersonic
fuck
ones, I don't know.
Fuck Russia. They can't even beat up Ukraine yet. They can't even beat up white Arabs, dog. Fuck them.
Go watch. Anybody who wants to know about that, go watch the. There's a video about them on YouTube. Just put in hypersonic missiles. These motherfuckers, they can go above the earth and then come back down at hypersonic speed, so that you don't pick it up on radar as fast. But
so the Superman missile. Okay, gotcha.
But anyway, beyond all that, back to the Trump thing. This is so obvious what it is. Like they don't want the motherfucker to run again. I mean, he's dirty as anybody. So of course, if you want to get him, you can get him on something.
Right.
But they don't want him to run again. The only way to stop him from running is to charge him with a felony, so then he's disqualified from running. And that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. It actually kind of breaks with tradition. Usually when you leave office, like they don't come after you, right? Because it's fucked up in a way, but at the same time I see why, because like in so-called banana republics, like when the new guy gets in, the first thing he does is go after the old guy, take him out, so he's not challenged by him anymore. Right? So in a sense, we're kind of doing like a soft-handed version of that, but that's all it is, man. It's obvious, but they'll get what they want.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. Because ultimately that's what it boils down to.
And then still lose. That's the funniest part.
That was it. But because they trying to cut off the head of the snake with taking him off so he can't run again. Because that motherfucker did generate 80 million damn votes. Like nigga he's significant. Like this nigga, like even with this shit, they live in an upside down world. So this is like a rallying cry. Like see the fans are going after him. Now they saying defund the police. It's like
that's funny as hell.
That shit is funny. It's like there's so many like parallels. It's like again, this kind of goes back to what we were saying last week about hypocrites. Everybody's a hypocrite.
Right.
At the end of the day, on something, you're gonna just say as people that support Trump and shit like that. Like you just say I don't think he's wrong. Like I'm just gonna ride with him because he making you feel quote unquote safe or whatever the fuck it might be. Like nigga, just say what it is and stop. Oh well, now it's gotta be deep under police, deep under FBI, and blah blah blah. Like nigga, you wasn't just saying that like literally 6 months ago.
When the fried chicken eaters was getting killed, you wasn't saying none of that shit, you bitch ass. Now, no, we have to make sure that the police get more money. Get the fuck out of here.
It's like nigga, just say you like seeing niggas get shot.
Yeah.
At least I know where to keep you now.
I have way more respect for you if you just say you like seeing niggas get shot. Now I'm gonna slap the dog shit out of you, but still, like, damn, okay, cool. That's what you believe. Okay, whatever. Your mama's a whore.
Mm-hmm. Mama's a cankerous whore.
Yeah. The funny thing about the defund the police thing was, I remember when that term first popped up, and I remember Obama saying, talking about how stupid it was, and I think I railed against him in that moment. But then, as time passed, and I thought about it more. And just thinking about more of what he meant rather than what it sounded like, because it sounded like him just hating on niggas at a time when they were trying to like, right? But really going into what he was saying was like, because his point was defund the police is not actually what they were proposing at that time. It was really like if you can't follow the fucking protocol, like don't beat up innocent people. If you can't do that, then we're going to cut your funding. The same way they do a lot of programs in the government, where if you're not doing certain marks, even like in schools, that school can lose funding, right? If you're not
go back to
certain milestones.
Go back to lean on me. If them niggas didn't pass the test, they wouldn't get no money.
So that's what people were proposing. But when you say defund the police, it makes it sound like, oh, just get rid of the police department, which isn't what they were saying at all. It was like, it was basically saying, if you don't follow these rules, we cut your funding. And that's really what he was saying.
Now, what have we learned?
There was
that they had that slogan set back what they were trying to do.
Now, what have we learned?
There's no nuance to the slogan.
No, there's no nuance to it. It's just, it is what it is. And the majority, probably 80% of people who hear the slogan are not going to like go into all that shit. They're just going to hear that and be like, that sounds
right. Right.
Yeah, so exactly.
It's like
when I first heard it, I rolled. I was like, oh yeah, that shit ain't gonna work.
When I first heard it, I was like, nah, defund their ass and put it in some education or something like that. That was my thing. But yeah, like I said, when you read into it or look into it a little bit more, it's like, okay, it's a little bit.
I mean, look, if they wanted to put it in education, they would, right? I mean, if the school was in Ukraine, they can get funded. They'll send them $1 billion quick.
Hey man, real quick, them damn white Arabs.
Man.
Yeah, so that's why I'm gonna open my school.
They throwing that under the table. Well, it's over the table because we seen it.
Did you see the report about the aid that they're sending? So there was a report like last week or maybe a couple weeks ago by fucking one of the big ones, New York Times, Washington Post, one of them, and it was saying that they estimate that only 30% of the aid is actually getting into the Ukrainians' hands and being used in the war. If the other 70% apparently is being sold on the black market in Kosovo and other different places and being bought by all kinds of shady Eastern European mofos.
Yeah,
it's what you call have y'all seen that game? Not that game, but movie, War Dogs.
With Jonah Hill and
yeah. That's what they were doing. They were selling black arms to anybody and everybody. Like that was the shit. I was like, that's what I'm saying. They throwing all that money over there. You know the motherfuckers. There's a few people getting paid and everybody else getting peanuts.
All I know is I saw a recent picture of the white Arab president over there in Ukraine. And he looked more he took like a little picture with somebody. I can't remember who. Again, I was paying attention, but
was it Klitschko? Because that's what
type shit.
He's in the army.
Yeah, all these celebrities and only like an OnlyFans chick died or some shit like that. But anyways, I seen a picture of him and dude looked way more in shape than when the war first jumped off. So wait a minute, hold on, your country getting blown up now. You over? Yeah, you over on the treadmill.
Man, that dude is dirty as fuck.
Yeah, man,
that dude is dirty as fuck. And everybody, it's gonna be one of them things. Like remember I told you about COVID way before. This is gonna be one of them things that is gonna seem obvious when it comes out. That nigga's dirty as fuck.
Oh, he gonna get a made for TV movie not too long. I know he's signing his rights over right now.
I'm surprised they don't have it already. They're probably working on it on Netflix right now.
Yeah.
Hey, that nigga was talking too much Cash Money shit on the world stage, and it's like, damn, you don't give a flying fuck.
Man, look, I got the stage. They about to listen to me. I'm about to say anything.
Yeah, and what isn't he an actor or some shit like that? I could be lying. I can't remember if I heard that.
No, he was. I saw him in some commercials. I think it was like government commercials though.
So he's an actor. He was a struggling actor.
Have y'all seen them? They're actually funny.
No,
they're actually funny.
No,
like they're funny commercials. Yeah, go look them up.
I'm still pissed off. Funny. I'm still pissed off. You can send aid to another country to help fight a war that they really not even losing. But you can't send that shit to the inner city. You can't send that shit over. Like man, fuck. I don't give a fuck about Ukraine. Fuck them.
And when you say that, it's like that's what I said. It's like I really don't care about white people killing white people. I mean, that sounds what it sounds, but it's like no, they don't give a fuck about what's going on over here. It's like, come on, man. They telling us we're the devil anyway. It's like shit. So shit, fuck it.
Hey, I got fried chicken for you, my friend. Your mom is a whore.
Your mom is a cankerous whore.
Let Russia have them motherfuckers. Half of them are Russian anyway. So
right. Again, that ain't my problem. That ain't my problem.
let them solve it on their own.
In no way.
Same thing they say about everybody else. Oh, let them solve it on their own.
Yeah, African, black, you guys are the same. No.
These people have been fighting for thousands of years.
Thousands of years.
They figure it out.
Yeah.
They'll figure it
out. The Palestinians and the Israelites.
Come on, Connor, let's go. You got soccer practice.
The Palestinians and the Israelites been fighting for so long. They made a book about it, and they was lying the whole time. Who wrote it, nigga? But anyway, segue. Damn all the serious shit. Now we get into the sports, okay? Now this is the reason for the season. This is the time. It's coming to fall. Hey, if you've been in the state of Texas, God damn it, you saw this morning. It was about 77 degrees. I didn't know what to do with my AC. My shit kept fogging up and everything. Do I roll my windows down? Do I cut my AC on? Do I cut on the defrost? I don't know what's going on. But it was a beautiful goddamn thing. But when that comes around, you know what happens. This is the sports season. This is football. This is basketball is going to be gearing up very soon, right after football starts. But we know how basketball goes, right? So
they still trying to work out their storylines. Is Kevin Durant going or staying?
Okay. You know what? We can start right there. Kevin Durant, you a bitch. Kyrie Irving, you a bitch. Say and I mean that respectfully, nigga. Nah, I can't do what you cats do. However, you niggas is always in the headlines and shit like that. You taking away from these young cats, these 18, 19-year-old rookies that's coming out here trying to play these younger.
Them motherfuckers ain't gonna be good until they 23 anyway, nigga. Let us live in this soap opera real quick.
Cats like Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, dog. These are these old niggas that just say, dog, look, they still got another 5 or 6 years to be on top. But damn, do me a favor, quit bitching about every place you go.
First of all, Kevin Durant would have to be on top to stay on top. And he's 34. Ain't gonna be no 4 or 5 years, nothing. He'll probably be in the league 4 or 5 more years.
Okay,
but I don't know about on top. He's gonna be pushed out the playoffs in the first round.
I mean, he's been doing the playoffs. Yeah. The only time, the Western Conference Finals, then he traded teams, and then
this is why. And I love KD. I got a pair of his shoes, but like people aren't necessarily honest about him, right? And there was a time where you really could make that case of like he might be that dude. Like he might be the number one guy in the league.
Right?
He's got to put him in the right situation, but. Results is results,
right.
Like whatever you want to say about it, I'm talking about as far as at his level where he himself wants to call himself best player in the league or best player of his generation and all that. All right. That's fine. But you got to do things that the best players in the generation do if you want that title, right? And, he's been a phenomenal player, slam dunk Hall of Famer in any Hall of Fame, for any place he ever played. Great player. And I'm looking forward to continuing seeing him play. But stop it, bro. Stop calling yourself that.
Stop it.
Stop calling yourself that, bro.
But I think that's gone out the window with how bad this Brooklyn, this is a debacle, man. I mean, on like a great scale, because you chose to go there. You chose Kyrie, bring the team up with Kyrie and all this stuff. And again, like a lot of the stuff you were saying, I mean, he probably scores the ball easier than any kind of great.
He's a top 5 scorer of all time.
It's the way and like just the multiple facets he can score. It's like, yeah, that gets buckets, but you're injured a lot now, and that don't usually go away once you get older. And then just how everything went with this shit. It's like, yeah, this shit has been a failure of epic proportion.
Yeah, because see, I don't know what the hell Steve Nash did to any of them cats, right? But apparently they don't like Steve Nash. Like that has like Kyrie started.
I'm sorry. Something about finish.
Well, shit. I wasn't gonna say nothing other than like shit. Yeah, like shit. I don't know what the hell Steve Nash did. I don't know if he slept with them.
When that shit first started, I think we might have talked about it. We might have talked about it when it first started, and we all basically said, I don't know if it's gonna work. Now he had these great players, so you figured on court they wouldn't be too bad. We didn't know everything that was gonna happen, but he had no experience. He was coming right fresh off the court. We still have yet to see a player other than Bill Russell, which we'll get to. We still have yet to see a player come fresh off the court and actually be a good coach. They always seem to need a period of time to like
fresh off the court.
The guys who have done it.
He was
fresh off the court, but
he was with Golden State.
He was, yeah, but he was like a consultant for them. He wasn't even with them every day.
Fair enough.
He was like, when you practice once every 2 weeks, I'll show up and talk stuff. But anyway, so he didn't have any experience of like what it's actually like, because the NBA is a grind, bruh. It's not just X's and O's. You got to be able to keep people straight for 82 games on the road every other day. It's a fucking grind. And
through hot and cold seasons, like that middle of the NBA season, that's where you kind of figure out where teams are at. Where you're saying that grind, like dog, it's the middle of winter.
The NBA is filled,
and we gotta go to Milwaukee on a Wednesday. It's like, bro,
on a Wednesday,
and get that shit pushed in.
because Giannis coming at your neck. The NBA is filled with a bunch of wide receivers and defensive backs. Just the most divas, motherfucker,
but most athletic guys you've seen.
Absolutely,
like, the athleticism has. You can tell it's just taking that jump where it's like, wow, these kids come out and having 45-inch verticals. It's like, is that like a standard now? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it is a standard. It is. I'm telling you, like, again, I thought I was a pretty good basketball player, right? Don't get me wrong, right? Great, no. But I thought I was a pretty good basketball player in my heyday. However, I see some of these high school kids coming. I'm talking about high schools up the street type shit. They're like, you know what? I probably wouldn't be able to hoop with these cats back in the day. Like these little 5'8" doing windmills and shit.
Got crazy bounce like that. What are these kids doing? What, like, everybody got hops? Even the little niggas? God damn.
Man, I think I told y'all this before at some point, but like this was years ago. But I was in the gym, and this is when Steph had really started to pop off. So it's probably like year 6 or 7 for him, where you start being like, oh wait, like he's doing some shit that people don't do,
right?
And with all the step backs and the 30-foot, jumpers and all that. And I would go to the gym. And at that time, I used to play like at least twice a week. I'd go to the gym and play with a group of dudes. And on the side, there would always be some kids, and they always trying to get in our game. We'd shoo them away, and it was trash. But I would look at the shots that they were taking. And they all were taking these fucking shots. And like Trae Young is pretty much in that generation, because we're talking about 8-9 years ago, something like that. So he would have been like fucking 13, 14, right?
Right.
But like they take the craziest shots, and most of them, like I said, are trash, right? They're not even hitting rim. They're not. But out of that crop, the cold mofos out of that crop, man, look. But the shit that Steph does, I guarantee you, in 10 years, there's gonna be 10 dudes doing that. And there's gonna be some other Super Saiyan motherfucker.
It's kind of like when Jordan was doing all that shit, right? When Jordan was doing
the fadeaway.
Yeah.
Everybody. I know I shot the hell out of a fadeaway.
Hey man, drop that motherfucker. Drop that kitty. No, this motherfucker's back.
Yeah.
It's Jim House Bully.
Yeah, but no, I feel you on that shit too, Jamal. Because okay, so one day, right, and maybe this is just the dad of me, right? Like, me, I'm showing PJ a couple of things, like jump shots and this and that other shit. So I was like, man, show me what you got, man. And he older, so I ain't gonna say it too loud, but man, he did like some whack ass step back and tried to shoot a 3. I walked back and got in my car. Nigga, just give me 50 makes, dog. We gonna be all right. I don't know how to teach this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to learn, because if I try to do a step back right now, nigga, my knee is giving the fuck out. Okay. Nah. I'm like, you know what? We just sticking to education. How was your engineering class?
You ain't taking a step back. You're taking taking a setback. And
Man, I seen some traveling. I seen some. First of all, why your shoelaces ain't tied up? Secondly, like what the fuck are we doing? Like,
shoes gotta be tied.
But go to any gym and like not necessarily like any organized, because sometimes coaches reel them in, but like where they can just play like they want to play. They taking threes in transition and pickup games. I'm like, bro, ain't nobody in front of you. Just go take the layup. Nah, bro. Nah.
You got point. I need that extra point, bro. The math says it's a good shot.
Yeah. Well, where we used to
use the analytics at the park.
Oh man, look, that because they put it on ESPN. ESPN has ruined the sport of any sport. I don't give a damn what it is. Oh, you remember that ESPN sign shit? That's why they had to cut that shit off, dog. It's like, the percentage of you making this shot is higher than you making a layup going against Shaq. So, but why would I want to shoot from the logo, my nigga? Like, damn, I'm not playing Shaq today. I'm playing Evan Eschmeyer. Like, why the fuck?
That's what them kids say, man. It is what it is. We might not particularly like it, and in certain instances, but shit, when our generation grew up and what pushed it forward, for what it was, the people behind us probably didn't think it was it got softer or whatever it is.
Right.
But now to me, any game for the most part, it's more about the skill. There's not a lot of brutes in the game anymore in any sport.
Right, yeah. Good point.
It's like they kind of taking that element out of the game and put it in where there's a lot of skillful people in. And it's like we might not like their skill set, we might think it's finesse, this, that, and the third, but they do that very well, just like the brutes did that very well in their heyday.
Because like you got cats like Ja Morant, right? He's not the same kind of game, don't get me wrong, but he's a modern day Allen Iverson, right? Where it's just like, no, he's gonna go at your neck. And matter of fact, you can even say a modern day Russell Westbrook, right? He gonna go at your neck every single night. Now, does he have a ton of skill as far as like, could you blindfold him and he crossing over? No, probably not. However, he gonna put that ball in that hole, he gonna dunk on your ass, and he's not afraid to shoot the ball.
Agree with you on that one, but on the skill part, I agree the comparison part. And them niggas is in Memphis, so it's gonna be tough to grind one up out of there. That's what they call it, the grind house, right? Yeah,
right. Whoop that trick.
But I think he got more skill than what his crazy athleticism showed. Don't get me wrong, he is a freak of an athlete.
Oh my God.
But I think he has more skill. He has skill and he's willing to learn behind that.
Right.
A lot of I feel like a lot of the like a Russell or even an AI to some point, like they knew what they did worked, and it worked until it didn't work.
Right.
So it was just one of those like, nah, I think he's gonna be able he's gonna be adjust his game as it flows, because you're not gonna be able to jump over niggas forever.
Right.
But until that motherfucking day come, my nigga,
you jump over they motherfucking ass. God damn. But yeah, so we'll get back to more NBA shit the closer that the season get. I'm excited about this season too. But again, right now it is time for football season. Now we're not doing any predictions yet. Y'all want to do the predictions like after what? The preseason is over with, or?
Yeah, going into the regular season, you got to kind of see this is because right now you're just hoping people don't get hurt.
No man,
that's all. You're in that mode. Like whenever it's breaking news in this NFL, it's like who just got hurt?
Yeah. Who the fuck? Oh God, Kenny with these lines. Hey Kenny, is you watching Hard Knocks? But yeah.
He's a Lions fan.
Yeah. That boy from Michigan.
Boy, I would tell you something about Lions fans.
Jamal Williams. I've been a fan of his before the clip that's everybody's been circulating the last few days.
What is
I like clip? That? He's just breaking down the team. They're about to go practice, and he kind of gives them inspiring. He almost starts crying. It's real emotional and shit. And it's just like, but it's one of those like, damn, you arrived for that nigga. Like that that nigga about that shit. Like,
yeah.
like,
I like him.
I liked him
That
when he was
dude's got a good personality.
Yeah, he's a funny dude. Like he's just kind of just one of the. He don't take himself too serious, but he's serious about what he do.
Was that the goofy dude from last year?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I am gonna watch the clip now. But yeah, so yeah, NFL season, preseason done kicked off first, game.
Hold up. We gotta talk more about the Lions because fuck Kenny, right? So
Go ahead.
This nigga that took it.
Yeah.
Taking it personal.
Yeah.
I have, you know how sometimes you don't pay attention to certain things and then something just comes across your radar somehow.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of Lions shit this preseason or whatever, or training camp, whatever you want to
They're
call
on
it.
Hard Knocks. They're on Hard Knocks.
And what I will say about Lions fans and shit, Lions players and shit, these motherfuckers believe. As trash as they are, they really believe that they can turn it around and that they're gonna turn it around.
Right.
They are fucking delusional. They're the Lions. When they've had Hall of Famers like Calvin Johnson and Barry Sanders, they couldn't do shit. So why would they do shit with Jamal Adams? I don't know where that's coming from. They're gonna be trash again. And by the end of the season, they'll be pretty much hopeless. I do like their coach. He came from the Saints, so I got a little love for him. And also their defensive coordinator, Aaron Glenn, great coach. But they're trash, okay? And these dudes going to get fired. So all this hope that these Lions got, they'll be right back at the top of the draft, right? So start prospecting now. They really should be watching college football so they can see their future, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's what the Lions should be looking at, not crying in a fucking training camp practice. We ain't even in the season, and they crying talking about, I looked at the record and I realized it's gonna be the same. We can't do this. I love y'all. Man,
Man.
Fuck out of there with all that shit. Fucking Lions.
Shit. So that's a good job. That's a good job right there. That's a good medley. That's good medley.
That's good medley right there.
They are fucking B-Rabbit. That's who they are fucking on. They're losing and they know it.
Everybody from the 313, put your motherfucking hands up like you know me.
That's their record.
Oh man. And one to go. Like, yeah. Yeah, that's a good get back. That's a good get back right there. But with the like I say, with the football season coming up, we'll do the predictions that I always win after the preseason. But
laugh on your lapel.
So just out of curiosity, right? Just like little, kind of like a quick hitch. What's something that you're looking forward to in the next NFL season? Biased or unbiased? It doesn't matter.
I'm unbiased. I'm trying to see where Lamar Jackson's progression has gone to as a quarterback, because with the contract lingering, and right now the NFL is throwing some money out there that we ain't seen these type of dollars being thrown out at NFL players,
Right.
So it's like it's that aspect of it is like, what are you gonna do when you sign your deal? Because they're gonna sign the deal, obviously. You just don't let no type of talent like that you don't pay that talent. But I want to see his progression and see how this is biased. Like, see what Aaron Rodgers and them do. Since everybody's more free and they don't got a number one receiver to go to, and he can spread the ball around and all the bullshit that they didn't kind of try to spin this shit to.
Right.
But nah, I want to see what this shit does, because now it's really more on Aaron Rodgers. And you've been talking about been hitting that retirement and all that bullshit for the last couple of years, and that shit. One of the main reasons why Devontae left and wanted to get traded, it's like, nigga, I don't even know if you're gonna be here, my nigga. So
Right.
I want to see that shit go.
Yeah. All right. Jamal, bias, bias and unbiased.
Uh, well, biased, of course. I'm excited to see Saints. They loaded with weapons. Defense is ridiculous. So they should have a good shot this year. So that's the biased one. Easy, easy layup. Unbiased. I'm looking forward to Kyler Murray waking some motherfuckers up because somehow it got out there that he's a scrub.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what has happened or that he doesn't deserve money. Like, I don't know what they're looking at, whether they win or not. I don't give a fuck what happens in the Cardinals game unless they're playing us. So I never really care about the whole situation going. I'm just looking at Kyler and watching what he's doing. And when he was healthy, the motherfucker was good. And he was really all they had. And they had a good start. He gets hurt, things kind of unravel. And then people take the worst part of it when he's hurt and say, oh, that's what he is. That's what he – so that's probably the thing I'm looking forward to because, to be quite honest, I like that story, not only because he's a local kid, but also because we just never seen a midget quarterback like this. Like, and, you just pull for some shit that you've never seen before.
And with the narrative, if he doesn't study and shit, like, this nigga's compared to the quarterback, he's small. Like, that's what he is. You're telling me the smallest nigga on the field 90% of the time is literally the dude that does not. He's the one that doesn't study word. Like the smallest, the little nigga. All right.
Apparently, that's in a lot of people's contract, though. And the fact that the Cardinals leaked it shows how little class they have, similar to the Lions.
Right.
Yeah. Remember when they had maybe the greatest receiver of all time, and when he retired, they made him pay $1 million back because of his signing bonus that he hadn't earned.
Ford Field, baby. Ford Field.
This is like the Cardinals version of that, right? It's like, let's go ahead and fuck our best player just because.
Say Mike.
Just because, our best guy. So now the rest of the guys definitely know how they're gonna get treated.
And I like that too. Like I am, and I'm not gonna get it too far into it. This isn't unbiased and biased right now at this point, but it's like I want to see Kyler do more, right? I do want to see him do more. Simon, we're not doing this right now because the goddamn.
No, I'm just. I get it.
Well, hey, what y'all don't know is last week after we did the show stopped at about 10:15. 10 to 20, somewhere around there, and we stayed up to about 2 o'clock in the morning because Simon went on a rant about Kyler Murray. Again, we're not doing this right now, Simon, but I do want to see him do a little bit more. Now, but for my bias and unbiased, I'll go unbiased first. My unbiased is one of the teams that people put out there as being like the next team and like the next quarterback and the next the Buffalo Bills, right?
Oh God, this guy. I will say that motherfucker got some cold ass fat though. Like, yeah, I mean, if I had to rank white players by how they look, like just uniform, spat, visor, he got it. Already number one of all time. Like, I can't really think of too many other ones that got as much like swag in terms of how he's dressing on the field, as Josh Allen. And the rest of it, we'll see.
Because the same way I feel about Kyler is the same way I feel about Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Like, hey, okay, well, you got hey, take the next step. Like what are you? Because everybody they've anointed you already. They've already said, oh, you're the next best thing coming. Shout out to Justin Herbert. Fuck you, but they've already anointed you to be the next kind of thing going on. So. What are you gonna do? Like, are you gonna barbecue a meal? What didn't they go to the AFC Championship game? Right?
No, they got knocked out in divisional last year.
Last year, okay, gotcha. Okay,
they went to the AFC Championship
the year before. So you already digressing each and every single last year, right? And you don't have the Tom Brady excuse anymore. You don't have this. That division is wide the fuck open, right?
No, it's their division. Shit, they're the best team in that motherfucker. So let's see if you're already. No, that's what they've. That comes with the anointment. Like everybody sees them winning the division. Like
yeah.
So you're gonna have a home game in the playoffs, and
right.
if you're gonna do all that and shit,
I need them.
Get there.
Yeah, I need them to take another step because I love the jerseys. I love the helmets. They're great. So I want them. So I want to see them take another step. Now, bias opinion. The bias opinion is this: I'm gonna need everybody to stop disrespecting Derek Carr. Okay.
Oh my God! Stop
no.
I feel like this is a segment on every show.
No, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna need everybody. I'm gonna need everybody to stop disrespecting my quarterback.
Who is disrespecting
my quarterback? The whole league. The whole league.
I haven't heard a single person say anything about Derek Carr.
Man, they talk shit about him.
They talk cash money.
They talk cash money shit. No, we were supposed to trade that. We were supposed to trade that guy. Let some of the Raider fans telling us. Let other people. We were supposed to trade that guy for Massage Watson. Like, no, we're not trading the motherfucker for no Massage Watson. You talking about a top 10 quarterback in the NFL right now. And I can make a case for top 5 if you keep fucking with me. So
I wouldn't go that far, and I'm a Derek Carr fan.
Sure.
I give him top 10ish. He's in that 10ish range.
I just don't see. I guess I don't watch too much ESPN, so maybe I'm not hearing the disrespect. I don't like. He is what he is. Like, I don't see what there is to think. Everybody at this point knows what he is, and it's pretty good. So
very good.
Who's disrespecting him?
Man, there's a lot of disrespect going on.
I mean, when you keep right now, he's still ranked the 4th quarterback in that division, and it's like,
who else is in there?
Oh,
Herbert,
Patrick Mahomes,
and Jesus.
Well, I mean, I can't. I mean,
exactly.
You know,
and Justin,
I reject the premise. You can't use that because that's one of those zero-sum statements people make. Oh, he's 4th in the division. Yeah, but he's in a division with fucking Jesus and fucking the Holy Spirit and shit. Like, okay, yeah, but being 4th in that division is different from being 4th.
No. He was always picked 4th in the division. Shit.
Every time.
Well, okay, I'll give you that, but right now he has a reason to be 4th. Like, he has an argument with Herbert. I would say that he has an argument with Herbert.
He has an argument with all of them. Fuck that. Hey.
With Justin Herbert, what has Justin Herbert done, like, team-wise? And I'm not saying that far out. Like, come on, dudes. Like,
I agree with you.
I agree that what we're seeing as far as him as a talent, yes, that shit is spectacular. But I still see him hold on to the ball too long too sometimes. That's why the nigga throw picks. And there's still like,
y'all seen his face. Y'all seen his face where they could have tied last year, right? Y'all seen his face.
Yeah, and to be mic'd up and being able, somebody saying like, nigga, I'll take a tie. Like, nigga, what? No, nigga, I'm trying to.
And then we got Patrick Mahomes, which we finna find out exactly who he really is right now because Tyreek Hill gone. We finna find out exactly.
Oh, I'm so happy that guy's out of the division.
Oh, god damn. Oh god. But yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, we finna find out exactly who the fuck Patrick Mahomes is right now. You know what I'm saying?
He's still talented as fuck.
Oh, by all means. He's worth every penny. He already got him a championship. Hey, by all means. And then now we talking about Jesus, and y'all know how I feel about Jesus. Okay. However, Denver defense is always going to be good. However, say you in a different division right now, homeboy. You in a whole different kind of situation, and
everybody's systems go like it's nobody's holding back right in the division. Like you got to hit the ground running now.
Yeah, you got to start that bitch going.
What? Because over the last couple of years, Kansas City is the standard, obviously, in the division.
Mm-hmm.
6 years in a row, I think.
Somewhere around there, shit.
It's been a while. And it's just like, but you know what they're gonna be. Even if they start off slowly, like last year, they're gonna go on a 5 to 6 game spurt where it's like, yeah, they might only lose one.
yeah.
For that, like,
right.
That's what they do. But with them being Tyreek Hill-less, that
changes things. That changes things.
Because he was the only guy really from 80 yards out. He could touch the ball for the most part, and that nigga's out the gate.
And you had to account for him. You had to account for him.
It could come from in various angles, like always a bomb shot. It could be a little hitch, or it could be they're giving it on a jet sweep, and this nigga makes the safety miss, and he cuts back, and he gone. Like, man, that on. So that takes what, every 2 games maybe or something like that. A big play away. It's like, man, that's tough to come by.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
it's like
I used to hate
now you gotta scheme it more than just a natural talent taking a good play to get them open and taking it to the house.
Right.
Yeah. They're just gonna be. They're gonna have to play more offense. Like, and what I mean by that is, like, sometimes some of those like 15, 20-yard passes, like you said, turn into 60-yard plays because Tyree makes somebody miss or just runs away, or them deep crosses where he just literally just running across the field. And it's, of course, genius design because they know this DB may not be able to keep up, and a lot of them couldn't, and you catch that thing and keep going. So all the easy shit, not all the easy shit, but a lot of the easy shit is going to be gone unless they have somebody who steps up and, maybe emerges. But if not, all the easy shit is gone. They're going to have to drive the ball down the field.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and one of the problems with Mahomes is the more it's crazy to say the more because he always passes a lot, but the more attempts you make him make, the more likely he's going to make a mistake, especially if he has got to sling it all around all the time.
We're going to find out exactly who he is.
His gunslinger mentality takes over. Like, he thinks he can make every throw, and he's right. But it's like, it's in certain situations, like, yeah, we don't need every throw. We need you maybe to take that sack or to throw it out.
Yeah, we don't need that behind the back shit. But yeah, like I said, we'll get into the football shit. The more the preseason go on, et cetera, et cetera. However, episode 169, 69. All right, yeah, okay.
Add one more for the 69.
Fuck you, Kenny.
Yeah. There we go. Say, man. Hey, man. Say, man. We got to speak.